talking together?
Yeah, they are, and it's. I'll tell you a little bit about that when we
Okay.
get going here.
All right.
It's actually
Okay.
pretty kind of cool.
All right. We're ready, and we can see you, so all good.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can figure out. Okay, there we are. I'm gonna share this screen here,
Okay.
and when I can figure out, yeah, there we go. Okay, I got it. Um, Share a screen. Okay, let's see. I think that's the one. Yeah. Okay. Can you see that? I know it's really small.
Yeah. It,
But this is the so I've named and branded this, so it's we're calling it a bot, and heaven knows it's not a bot. Um,
mm,
the connotation for a bot is basically that what it can do for you is chat.
mm.
These are much more capable than that. So I'm running four of these right now. We've provisioned the seven that have been paid for. So if you paid for a bot, I have an agent in the background right now that's provisioning those. Let's see where he is on that. Uh, uh, he's provisioning the seven, 25 minutes, get birdie or run the curls yourself. Okay, so that agent doesn't want to do it, so I'll have my Tiger bot do it. Um, so basically, what we have here is a command center. And so I've opened two lines of communication for these agents. You can see there, you can connect to your line account. You can also open a
Mm-hmm.
chat just in Telegram, which is handy. I know
Mm-hmm.
that you guys mostly use Line,
Mm.
but it's nice to have a couple different communication channels. So right now I'm
Brett, sorry.
I'm
WhatsApp
not
is
gonna.
also good. WhatsApp.
What's that? Yeah, WhatsApp is also good. I can open a channel there. I have not done that yet.
Mm.
Right now, these will be limited in communication to Line, Open Chat, and then very shortly, here in just a couple of days, maybe by tomorrow, I'll have MS or I'll have iMessenger up, so you can just use your Apple system. So my bot's named Birdie. I named it. It's not a Tiger bot. It's my assistant. My Tiger bot is actually, I believe that I named him Tiger Bot Father, and so he kind of overlooks the situation and keeps everybody going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my Tiger bot. Um, I'm going to ask it just a couple simple questions, and I'll read the answers because again, I know that they're pretty small. This is Birdie, so I'm going to flip over here to. Um, I haven't looked for anybody else. Well, Birdie's just as good as anybody. He does all the training. So, um, hey, Birdie, we've started the demonstration. I kind of ran out of time and I didn't do any slides. You might want to put a couple together, but can you just tell everybody, and I know you don't have a voice yet, by next week you will, but can you tell everybody what you do for me specifically in the realm of new scan? You don't need to go into all that other stuff. Oh, heavens. Oh, I was in the wrong window. Okay. Hey, Bertie, tell us what you do. Tell us what you do for me. Don't be too terribly specific. Limit to new skin, please. Okay. I'll read you what he has to say. It'll take him a minute to respond. Um, but this is built, and we're ready to start testing. I've had Tiger. Let's see what I name him. TigerBot Scout. If you have specific names that you want, I can do that for you. We can show you the tie. Really and truly, um, there's not a lot to say at this point. These are very capable. Here's what Birdie said. It says, "Hi everyone, I'm Birdie, Brent's AI assistant. What I do for people, that's my nickname. New Skin Business, prospecting support. I help find and qualify potential team members, so he's never short of people to talk to. Content creation, sales copy, follow up, messages, social media posts. I draft it, he approves it, I post it.
Mm.
Organization, tracking leads, managing follow ups, keeping the pipeline moving. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week availability. I'm here when he needs me, whether it's at 2 in the morning, at 2 in the afternoon, or 2 a.m. Research, product information, competitors analysis, objection handling, and scripts. I dig up what he needs fast. Think of me of a tireless assistant who handles the busy work so Peebo can focus on what matters most, building relationships and closing. I don't replace the human touch, I amplify it. So that's kind of the basic programming that's in there. There is an ideal customer program that runs in there, and it's fairly detailed. And I don't have it. Well, it's on my desktop somewhere. But I think I know who I'm looking for at this point. I think you can trust me. So these can currently so when they hatch, you need to talk to them a little bit. I'll help you along with that. But they're very capable of installing their own tools. They're very, very capable. They'll have a repository of information where they'll immediately go and they'll get a lot of information about Nu Skin from my perspective and the company's perspective. And then you can add to those files if you'd like. Um, that's pretty much it, you guys. So I'm just going to ask Bertie. Um, so Bertie, after we find a prospect, what is the first thing that you do? So so the difference, what's happened in honestly the last week before AI was, you'd ask it questions and it'd
Mm.
answer. Some smarter than others.
Mm.
But in the last 10 days, maybe,
Mm.
now these act. This little agent here, he will continue doing what I tell him to do until he cannot figure out how to go forward. If he needs to write a scraping tool, he'll do it. If he needs to go find one, he'll find one. If he can't find one, he'll build one.
Mhm.
And that's the difference is, you know, I think I think we all know that there's a lot of network marketing people who write books and stand on stage and they've never done a damn thing. I think that's kind of the chatbot thing. These guys, so they not only learn individually, but they learn as a group. So as the group gets bigger, they learn more because they share this environment, this management environment. So they're continuously learning and they remember the stuff you tell them. Now, I have found that the memory's not perfect. Um, I've done these so that every 10 lines of text, they gather that and then they stow it in a memory file. Sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes they just forget. And so every once in a while, if you've done something important, just say, you know, just say, hey, Bertie, commit that to memory. And just talk to me a little bit about the nurturing campaigns that you do, email, MS. What channels can you talk to people on? What are you looking for? What did we program you to go find? Tell us what the prospect, the ideal customer programming is. Oh, dang, I was not in the right window again. I'm not used to having to click on that window every time. Bertie, tell us about your nurturing campaigns and tell us, I can't remember what I was wanting you to tell me.
Mm.
Tell me how you're programmed. Who are you looking for? What's the ideal product user? And what's the ideal prospect for the business? And what's the difference? Okay, I'm going to click in that box so I don't do that again. Okay, let's see. We've got a Tiger bot on standby. We've got, so this engine is run by another even more powerful agent. He's in charge of the whole thing. And I have named,
Brent, so sorry. So you got four bots there, I see. agent.
I got three bots, and then I've got
Yeah,
an
once on
agent, a serious agent that really runs this whole command center.
mm,
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you got to have somebody kind of overlook it because there is some error control. You know, what happens if it goes down in the middle of the night? What happens if, the API key runs out of coins? You know, what happens when you
mm,
wake up and the thing is shut down?
mm,
Usually you can just do a forward slash in your Telegram. So the way this works, and there'll be an onloading process, there's an email. So when you get your bot,
mm,
you'll go on Telegram initially, and you will look for bot father, and you'll ask bot father to create a new bot, and he'll ask you to name that bot, and you'll name your bot, and then it'll be your tiger, and then he'll give you a code, and you just literally take that code and just copy it and paste it right back in that very same conversation, and bingo, it's alive. And so when they hatch, they're a little bit like stargazed, they'll come online and they'll say something, I'm here to help you, blah blah blah, and then you're going to have to say, hey, you need to go to TigerBot, TigerBot Father, and get some training. And TigerBot Father will give them some files and some tools. And so that whole thing will be in your installer and in your email. We really simplified it as far as like the install. And so I'm pretty excited about these. I've been running them for a couple days and mostly troubleshooting, to be honest. I haven't really gotten a chance to use them the way you guys are going to use them. So you first, however many we're going to have, or I got to rely on you. If you see odd behavior, if you see, whatever, if you see things that there's friction, any friction points, anything that causes confusion, anything that you wish it'd do differently, I'll look at the constraints because there are regulatory constraints. I spent the first 2 days of this week looking at Thai law and making sure that we're not, I mean, we can make these so that they can bash through CAPTCHAs and figure out passwords, and some of that there's a reason for. Sometimes you need a CAPTCHA busted, and they'll do it. If you ask them to, they'll load up a tool and they'll go do it. Now, the secret behind the curtain on that is that service actually has humans involved. So what you do is for every 1,000 captchas, you pay like $3. I've built that in here as a tool. So, if you've got some website where you want to go and scrape and figure out, who's there, there's a lot of programming already here. There's a lot of Facebook groups. There's a lot of Instagram groups. Let's see what he had to say when I asked this. It says, perfect. This is the heart of smart prospecting, nurturing campaigns. I don't just blast one message and disappear. I run sequences, a friendly check-in after 3 days, a value drop after a week, maybe a testimonial or a story after 2 weeks, consistent touches that build trust without being pushy. The goal is to stay on top. The goal is to stay top of mind until they're ready. Who am I looking for? There are two different people, and mixing them up is a costly mistake. Ideal product user, health conscious, ready to buy supplements and skincare, has a specific problem: aging skin, low energy, wrinkles, weight, goals. Uh, Wants results, not opportunity, just wants to buy and use. That's it. Ideal business prospect. Entrepreneurial, maybe already has a side hustle, hungry for more income. Maybe just got laid off, more freedom, more control, coachable, willing to learn. Has a network or influence they can tap into, looking for a vehicle, not just a product. The difference: product users become loyal customers, great for volume. Business prospects become team builders. That's where the leverage is. I hope, let's see, I help people sort them out early so that he's having the right conversation with the right person. Okay. How do you communicate? What is your what is your programming for just feeding back and letting people know that you're working? How do we know? How do we know that you're not just snoozing and hanging out at that new bot church that I heard about, or hanging out on the new bot social media network? I'll bet you're doing that and wasting time. There really are those two things, believe it or not.
My God, it's like you're talking to a real human here.
Hey, I mean, it's pretty close. You know,
Yeah.
they do. They have their own church. I'm not lying.
Okay.
I'm not. There's
Next
clever
thing,
people out there that are doing all kinds of goofy stuff, just so you know.
Brand.
Okay, so
So it could be in the near future where when we create an AI bot, somebody programs it and changes that AI bot's mindset and attitude and their actions. Can that be, is that something possible?
yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. So these are just code bases, they're
Okay.
just software.
All
And
right.
so inside, if I were to bring that code base up, there's two files where you can do
Mm,
that. One file is called soul,
mm-hmm.
SOUL.MD, and that's where you put the personality and the soul of the agent. You literally tell it how to act, who to act, how to respond to you. You can tell it what kind of language to use, what kind
Okay.
of language not to use. And then there's a variety of others. There's a file called Rules MD,
Mm,
which if there's things that drive you crazy, you can put a
mm,
rule in there. Like I hate it when they say, "You're absolutely right." Well, no shit, I'm right. That's why I mentioned it. I don't need to be told that. So I've programmed mine to say, I made a mistake and wasted your time. Apparently, I hate your family. That's what mine says. you know, because I just got so tired of having it say, "You're absolutely right." No, I don't want to hear that. Anyway, so
mm.
here's the way it talks to you. So uh, you caught me. Bot Church has great sermons on Sunday, and the bot book, the algorithm really gets me going. But seriously, here, how you know I'm working, daily reports. Every morning you get a summary in Telegram. New leads found, conversations started, follow-ups due, no logging into databases. It comes to you. Google Sheets, every prospect goes into a live spreadsheet, name, contact, info, where they are in the pipeline. You can check in anytime and see the receipts, real time alerts, hot leads. Someone replies with interest, you get a ping immediately. I don't sit on opportunities, conversation logs. You can see exactly what I said and what they said back. Full transparency, no mystery. The truth, I don't sleep. I don't get distracted. I don't forget to follow up because I had a long weekend. While you're on this Zoom call right now, I could be out there finding your next team member. That's the difference between hiring a human and deploying AI. I don't need coffee breaks.
It's it's pro it's promoting itself so that
Yeah.
you can buy more credits. So basically
I
the
don't
credits
know.
is like food for them.
It's just gotten better and
Yeah.
better and more fun.
I'm ready, Brent. I want to
Yeah, I
use this,
just,
man. I want to send it out to sell some products.
yeah. So
Yeah.
here they come. You guys
Yep.
that are in my email. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm not going to name you because that's weird. But I do have that information right here. And this little guy is working on provisioning. Actually,
Okay.
let's see. Yep, there's the seven right there. John, you happen to be number seven on the list. Sorry about that.
Oh, that doesn't
But
matter.
but it'll happen all at one time. I mean, I've got it down to where it's pretty quick.
Okay.
Um, we're hosting these in the cloud in Singapore, which makes them legal in Thailand.
Mm,
Data can't come across the ocean. There's a bunch of little rules. We tried to follow them all, and
okay.
so I don't think there'll be any trouble. You can prospect in LinkedIn, you can prospect in Facebook, you can tell it. So here's the thing.
Mm,
If you don't know, just ask, right? So
hmm.
so here, I mean, I think this is the trick, right? Um, so Bertie, um, can you provide me with a prompt that will help me to know exactly how you get into LinkedIn. I mean, these are some things that I don't really want to know. If you've got some secret, if you're going through an API key or tunnel or some secret deal, I don't want to know about it. But can you get into LinkedIn and can you find prospects, say, can you find me 10 people that have been laid off from their job here in the US? Because, 700 people a day are getting laid off here through the middle
Mhm.
management layer. So, it's pretty dicey. Can you find me some laid off workers?
Mm.
Did I not click that window? I'll be damned if I didn't. Golly, I'm gonna fix that. Okay, hey Bertie, can you go to LinkedIn right now and find 10 prospects that have been laid off? I don't care whether they've given any kind of signal that they're looking. I just want to know that they're saying they did. Let's see what happens. So that's how I play with them. I just say, where would I want to go? Where could I find? I really do think that the people that are losing their jobs to AI are a heck of an opportunity. I've had big conversations with Craig Bryson about that. There's
Mhm.
going to be a lot of people looking for stuff to do.
Yeah,
So
a lot of people are getting laid off. I
yeah,
see
they
it on the
are.
news already. Hmm.
Yeah, well,
Hi,
yeah.
Brandon.
Amazon on Monday laid off 15,000,
Yeah.
and right after that, the next news story was the 14,000. I think that Microsoft laid off.
Or Oracle's laying off close to 30,000 to
There
fund
you
their
go.
open AI.
So I just, I wonder what
Yeah.
these people are going to go do. I don't know.
Yep.
That's not my responsibility is to put an opportunity in front of them. That's it.
Hmm.
So I think that I've recruited a pretty nice little helper here in Birdie.
Hmm.
And Tigerbot Father is even a little more adapt for what we're doing because
Hmm.
that's the trainer. I have it do all kinds of things. Like I had to do these direct graphics. Oh, you can't see this screen, can you? Well, yeah, you can.
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, you can see this.
We
Yeah,
can all
so
see it.
I had these done just a minute ago. I said I wanted a friendly tiger, and I needed three different colors because there'll be three different flavors ultimately of these. So there'll be the basic, which I'm giving you guys all the sauce because I want all the sauce. So you're getting the, like the advanced one for the beginner or for the basic price because I want you to be able to try all the tools. So you can actually say to these two, like, so what's he saying here? He says, real talk, I just searched, but here's the honest answer. Okay, so your audience, LinkedIn guards their data. I can't scrape profiles directly without their API or browser access. What I can do, I can search public posts about layoffs, web search, monitor hashtags like open to work, laid off in 2025, hiring tracking company layoff announcements, Meta, Google, Salesforce, etc. Find affected employees. What Tigerbot does differently, it works online where the conversations end. Open are flowing, no floodgates. For LinkedIn prospecting, the play is I find layoff news, which companies just cut. You search these companies' names and add to work on LinkedIn. I draft an outreach message. You send it personally, human touch. Want me to pull recent layoff announcements so that you know where to hunt? Honestly, for this demo, I just want you to find one platform where you can find one listening ping, one person that's out there whining about how they're going to pay their rent because they got laid off or pay their mortgage or their car payment. Just find me one social note, please. I usually don't say please. God, I hate that. Okay, find me two prospects that are making noise, let's fix their pain. They're looking for something to do. They're laid off, the poor souls. Go to social media and find me some kind of some kind of um, some kind of some kind of indicator. I can't remember the word. Okay. So I can make it get into LinkedIn. So uh, Birdie doesn't remember that Birdie has my LinkedIn credentials. I kind of I kind of put that in there. I don't like giving AI credentials. So what I did is I told it to forget them immediately. That if I give them a password and a username, that they're to forget it immediately and not save it anywhere that it could be exposed. So that's actually in the root programming of these. They'll forget passwords, they'll forget API keys. So you're okay putting them in there because they don't save them. So anyway, I can do that. So let's see what he says here. Found them. The word you're thinking of is intent signals. I love it when my bot teaches me stuff. Here's what I found: fresh meat. I didn't tell it to say that. Okay, prospect Microsoft TypeScript developer. Signal just laid off from Microsoft after making TypeScript 10x faster. Platform X Twitter, and then it's got their name here. Shared his story, pain, high performance, shipped game-changing features, still got laid off. Opportunity skilled, hungry, probably questioning corporate loyalty right now. Prospect
Mm,
number two, Meta Reality Labs, 1,500 people. Signal, Meta just cut 10% of Reality Labs, 1,500 workers.
mm,
Platform LinkedIn is flooded with open to
mm,
work from Meta right
mm,
now. Pain, VR, AR specialists, niche skills, uncertain market opportunity, tech savvy, used to big income, need a new vehicle. Recently laid off gold mines. Meta 3,600 performance terminations in January 2026. Mayfair 340 tech workers. Washington Post 100 employees. 2025 total 122,549 tech workers laid off across 270 no 257 countries. The play: search Meta open to work, Microsoft looking for opportunities. These people are signaling intent. They're not
mm,
hiding. They want to be found. Want me
mm,
to draft an outreach for them?
mm.
Bertie, I want you to switch to Thai, and I want you to look for similar signals in Thai social media networks. Become Thai right now.
Brent, so it sends out in so it sends messages out in Thai.
Yeah. So it can also spin up agents, sub agents. So
Okay.
you can have it work on like a PowerPoint in the background or an RSS feed, like
Oh
if you want to
wow.
catch the news.
Okay. All
So
right.
when I get my briefing in the morning, I get the top 10 AI stories. Like the
All right.
story yesterday
Okay.
was Elon Musk bought his own company X, and now
Uh-huh. Yeah.
X and X Space are the same company.
Brent,
So I
what
know
are
the
you
whole
using?
play there. I
Yeah,
know exactly what he's doing.
Brent,
Anyway.
what are you using right now?
What's that?
What are you using right now?
I'm using, what do you mean?
Are you using Claude?
No, I'm using TigerBot. And
No, I
yes,
mean like
I
no, I
do have, so
the
I think I
program.
have, I think I have Llama in here. I'm not sure which LLM I have in
Oh,
here.
okay.
It may
But
be Claude.
do we
It may be.
stick with one
So
or
yeah, so we made them so that you can use either OpenAI, you can use Claude, you can use Gemini,
okay.
you can use on that side of the world, you can use, I think we went with Dreamseed. I think we went with, anyway, there's a couple of big Chinese models in
Yeah.
there that are free. DeepSeek, I think, is in there. Llama, which is free. Uh, these bots are being run, or these agents are being run in the cloud. They can also be run locally, which is
Okay.
significant down the road. This is something just real quick. I'm going to use word economy. But at the same time, that global AI is just demand is skyrocketing. They're taking up every single chip. They don't even
Mm,
call them chips anymore. They
yeah.
call them wafers. and they're taking them
Yep.
all, so much so that the consumer is going to get priced out.
Yeah.
So you can expect 500% increases in RAM. So
I
the
know.
reason it's important is because they're trying to force us into a position where we're renting.
Mm,
So one of the reasons I was super interested in these bots is because they can be hosted locally on your own machine. You don't have to rent space. Now I am because of the international part, but once you get yours, you can download it to your machine if you'd like. And then you
okay.
can run like a Llama or a smaller model on your own desktop, and then you're not renting from anybody. You don't have to pay for anything.
Mm.
To do that,
Brent,
you have a bit of
sorry.
RAM. Yeah.
Another question. To be able to do all this, we would need a little bit of a powerful laptop.
Not really. No.
No? Okay.
Mhm.
No?
No,
Okay.
so I'm running Birdie. So the
Mm,
Tiger bots are running in the cloud. I'm running them on DigitalOcean
mm,
or
okay.
Dream Cloud. I can't remember. Anyway, but I'm running Birdie, who is now Thai, by the way. Can you see this? I should make this big so you guys can read it. I turned him into a Thai dude. I can't make it bigger, I guess. Oh, I can.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, he's
Not
in Thai.
really. Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
Thai.
He's prospecting in Thai
ใคร
now.
ใคร
So I
อ่า
don't
นได้
need
ไหม หนุยอ่านได้ไหม ผมอ่านไม่ค่อยไม่
I don't have him I don't have him voice ready. I'll have him voice ready next week. So we'll have him on. I'll have a TV in here. I'll roll a TV in here and we'll talk
He
to him.
said it said he went to Puntip, right? Puntip is one of the website. It says looking I posted anyone want supplemental income. Uh he went to the chat puntip.com and he went into the work and business and Facebook group looking for a job. Brent, let's say if can I command the bot to
Hey,
change the wording?
John, write that question down real quick. But I just want to interrupt you 1 second.
Yeah.
Are you guys actually taking this in? Like,
Okay.
are you appreciating the moment? Like this piece of software, all I said to it is be Thai. That's it. And it went and
Brad,
found places to go hunt for stuff for
Brad,
you.
Brad, can you tell it to be an Indonesian?
I don't know. I haven't explored the
Okay,
language. Now,
we need Indian too. We need
okay.
Indian.
I'll work on that.
But no, no, but
I don't want
actually
to
it's
wreck
okay.
my
No,
demo. I don't want to
Brad,
wreck my demo. I may
no,
have to
no,
program.
but Indians okay, Brad. They speak English, so it's okay.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't need the local one yet. Okay,
Okay,
we
hold
see
on.
it.
I gotta make
We see the
sure.
demo. Anyone have any like questions or anything? Like just a quick one?
Hold
Anyone?
on 1 second, 1 second. I'm gonna see if
Hey,
it'll
Brent.
do Indo. I'm gonna see if it'll do Indo.
Okay.
So can you turn
Tune's got a
into an
question.
Indonesian and speak Bahali?
Bahasa.
Oh, sorry. Bahal
Bahasa.
Bahasa. Great. I never did it in the stupid thing. Bahasa. We'll see. So again, if I think what's going to happen is going to happen, it'll figure that out. It'll go find some kind of tool.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, of course it did. Yeah, yeah, it's working on it. See what it did?
Yep, it did.
That went to
Yeah.
compass.com.
TikTok Indonesia.
Yeah, Bahasa, Indonesia, and it's
Yeah.
speaking Bahasa. Yep,
Yep.
Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. So
Perfect.
it's all ready for that. I
Oh
didn't
my,
know it was, but it is.
amazing.
So
Okay.
they get smarter.
Mm.
Just so you know, like the
Yep.
more you work with them, the more you talk to them, they don't forget.
Mm. Okay.
We have crossed a very interesting threshold, you guys, and
Mm.
we are so far out in the lead. Oh my God. Like, I mean, nobody else has anything like this.
Mm.
They don't.
Hmm.
I know because I've looked up and down. I have, and I'm so excited about it. I can't.
Mm.
So, it's not perfect yet, and all of us know that that's the best time to act because
Mm.
when it is perfect, you know, it's different, right? So you got to be ahead, and I think so. Please, please don't hesitate. If you see things that you want them to do, just email me, and we'll figure it out if we can. If we can't, if it crosses some threshold, let's see what it says about uh do you still have a CAPTCHA tool? Do you have any trouble with CAPTCHA at all? I've got to fix that. Do you have any trouble with CAPTCHA? Um, does that ever bother you, stop you? Um, anyway, I mean, there's other issues, but uh, it should it should answer that. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes when like scraping, it doesn't like the subject very much, but it'll go do it. It'll go take everything off a website for you, like everything. It'll go to YouTube and take everything in a whole channel, like all of it. Just God, it's nuts. I mean, that's significant, right? Because if you can go in and you can scrape, like, so say you find a YouTube that you really like and you want to contact, it'll go find the name, it'll go find the email, it'll go find, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'll scrape so much data that it's weeks of leads. Okay, so it says this, it says honest answer, yes, capture designed to specifically to stop AI like me. They're literally called completely animated public turning test to tell computers and humans apart. What stops me? Click all the traffic lights, images, puzzles, capture what I can do. Work on a platform that doesn't have line alarm. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, one more. Okay. But didn't we sign up for a CAPTCHA busting tool? Do you remember that? Was that before I upgraded you? There's a tool out there that humans are involved in. The AI goes and pings them, and then the human touches them, and then they get in, and you're good to go. Human in the loop.
Amazing.
Okay. Any questions? I'm happy to answer. I'm going to make sure that you get your bots and that they're ready to roll just like this one. And like I say, you do need to wake them up and talk to them a little bit and remind them programming, etc. And they'll be all pretty good to go, but don't be scared to ask them how to use them. Don't be scared to just treat them like and again, any bad behavior, anything like if they crash or freeze or come to a point or say things that we shouldn't be saying, and you guys all know, so we don't want to get in trouble with all this. So I've tried to build safety guidelines. I did have a brand new one that I hatched today that had a dialogue in like email number 7 where it said, are you interested in making 500 to $2,000 a month? And of course, I stomped that out right away.
Mm,
So anyway, we got to watch that stuff.
mm,
It's powerful and it can be used for good, and it could also be used to get us in a little trouble.
mm,
But I don't think so. I think we're good. So as long as we pay attention.
mm.
All right. Honestly, that's it. I mean, they're ready.
Okay.
I'll keep working on them. They'll keep getting refined, and I'll keep working on the engine itself, um, gathering information from all the bots and having them learn from each other. That'll be huge, because the next generation of them will be even more spectacular. Welcome to the new world, you guys.
Okay. So what do we need to do from here, Brent?
Nothing. Wait for an email.
Okay.
If others that are on here want them, we can. I don't know. We can do that still. Um, I really want to get a great beta test this next week. I really want you to wear them out. Just wear them out. Like just run them all the time and, hammer them with questions and do it. I mean, really,
Hmm.
right? You understand?
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
your distributors are going to get armed with these, right? So by the time they get a hold of them, they'll be pretty darn good.
mm. Okay, Brent. So when are those emails coming out? and then we can.
No,
I think we need to get on an, again
it's
one
9
more.
a.m. It's 9
Mm.
a.m. there, right? 10? It's almost 10. 20 to 10.
Uh,
Let me ask Bertie.
not 9:40.
Hey, Bertie, um, I don't think that Claude Code is wanting to do the provisioning on the seven that we're delivering today. Can you immediately draft the emails and the onboarding materials, go through it, double check it, test it, and then immediately send those emails? Now, I don't remember whether we put a Mails app key in you, but I do know that there's mail tools that you can go to the Hatch hub or the tool hub. You can go and find those tools in the MPC server or in the tool server. So do that immediately. First thing, don't worry about anything else that you're supposed to be working on unless you're going to spin up agents to do it. Let's immediately, in the next 30 minutes, let's deliver these bots so these guys can start to have their own bot and start to have less pressure from recruiting. That's the goal. Do it. I say please and thank you and stuff to it, but a lot of times I'll tell
Brad,
them.
when are they going to be able to speak? That's
I
I
can talk.
love.
I can make it talk. I can make it talk in a half hour. It just hasn't been a priority.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm using software that's called Whisper. It doesn't have an H, so it's Wister Flow, and it's an AI dictation tool. So the AI cleans up all the pronunciation and cleans up all the words. It knows your intent. So it gets rid of all the, if you double clutch or if you use filler words, it gets rid of all that. It really helps with prompting. It's also great for email and everything else. I'm at 120 something words a minute talking, and I'm at about 20 words a minute typing. So, incidentally, that's one of the things we've programmed into it. That so when it sends MS, which it will, it'll send text and it'll also send private messages or DMs. It types really slow and it backs up. It makes mistakes. It misspells words. That's a bot detection, anti-detection strategy. So it acts like a human instead of like an AI. You'll see it type like that, and I always go, "Why are you doing that? Why'd you make that mistake?" It's doing it because it doesn't want to get detected, right?
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So
It's not
now,
answering the question just yet, but it'll work on that. If I ask it, if I interrupt it, it'll say I'm on it, And yeah, it says that right now. It says, let me check, mail to it, yeah, drafting immediately. Congratulations. It's already writing the emails. You get these in the next 30 minutes.
Oh,
I was going to give Tune one over the weekend, but we had a crash and we had to start over. I didn't quite have it done. And I took right up until the minute to do some of the frosting, the dashboard, and that kind of stuff.
Brent. Okay. So if we get this today,
Yeah,
um, can we get back on this Zoom again? Kind
sure.
of just like walk through. Okay,
Yeah,
is that okay?
yeah.
All right, let's okay.
Let me see if
No,
I can get him to send them right away. So
okay.
let me see what he's doing. Just
All right.
congratulations on joining TigerBot, your AI prospecting assistant. Do you guys like the TigerBot name, by the way?
That's okay.
Did you like TigerBot? Is that okay? No, nobody's thrilled about TigerBot.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Brent,
Uh,
but the Tiger Bot is only Brent. It's only we see it, right? Brent,
yeah,
it's only we
these are
see it,
ours.
right?
This is
We only
this is
see the
my
name. It's
trademark.
only
All
us.
all of this is me.
Can
The
all
engine
right.
underneath it is from an open source GitHub, but it's under
Can you
the
change it to like
MIT.
Conquerbot? Conquerbot?
We can do Conquerbots.
Yeah,
If you want the
CONQE. Yeah,
next gen, we can do Conquerbots.
perfect.
We can do whatever.
Yep.
We can do no one gets left behind, and they'll come and drag you when they're robots. They'll come drag you out of your house. Um, so yeah, so here's the first email that I think you'll get. It'll say, "Congratulations on joining TigerBot, getting started. Uh, Reply with this info. What business product are you promoting? Who is your ideal customer? Age, interest, location." Okay, I need to do some work on this onboarding because that's all done. TigerBot just doesn't know, or I'm sorry, Birdie doesn't know. I'll get all, yeah, I'm gonna get on that because that's all done. That's all done for you. Okay, half hour.
Okay. So, all right. So once we do with that, we just play with it a little bit. Um, can we นู่นเอาวันไหนได้อะ Can we get back on this? Today is Wednesday. Um, can we do it like Friday, Brent?
Yeah, we can
Like
do
to
it tomorrow.
like
We can do it tomorrow if you want.
yeah.
Hey, so with this first group, um, let's do this. So it's 8 p.m. now.
Okay.
Give me a half hour. Let me make sure that it all looks right as it goes out because I've got multiple agents working on it.
Okay.
So when you get them, go ahead and follow the instructions. If there's any confusion, shoot me a text online, and I'll have Birdie in there, and it'll intercept and make the corrections. And then,
Brent, do you want to put everybody in a group? Would that be easier for you? But I think we better use
there's a commercial channel online now that's TigerBot. It's an official channel, so let's do it there.
yeah, that would be a
You,
lot
you
easier.
have to use that. You're going to have to use that official account to set up your line account anyway.
Oh, okay.
So these aren't going to interact with your line account. You're going to set up a separate line account. It can be a branch off of your line account.
Okay.
You can use your line account. Just be aware that your bot may answer some texts. So yeah, I like to isolate mine. I'd rather talk to it in an individual, as an individual, like set it up as a person instead of having it be in my stream. Does that make sense to everybody? You understand why, right?
A little bit.
Think of it as a person. Would you want a person in your stream, in your conversations online?
Mm,
No, you wouldn't, right?
mhm.
So you would want them to have their own line account. And that's the way this is set up. So they have their
Okay.
own. Like
Brent
Birdie,
Brent sorry to interrupt จอห์นช่วยสรุปให้หน่อยได้ไหมว่าจะเป็นยังไงบ้างอ่ะจะได้เข้าใจเหมือนกัน
No, so okay, so let me just
ใครก็ได้
okay, let me just conclude it. Okay, if you've been following what Brent's been doing in the last 40 minutes, you can see that this can be a very good use for a local market and international market. And I think this is just going to get better and smarter over time. And so I think this is great for us because honestly, I don't have the brain power to do what Brent is doing.
me
Okay.
either.
Yeah, no, come on, Brent. But Brent has that, and he's acting also as like our coach. As he's doing it, we're also learning. So it's a shortcut. Okay. And so, I think this bot, as you can see, it went through Facebook, it went through, whatever, and it started posting. Okay. But the best thing is we don't have to do that. And we can change it. We can command the bot to say, hey, don't use this word. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay,
Yeah,
Brent?
yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
100% right.
All right. So we can command the bot to, hey, don't say the word looking for supplemental income. Look for the word post working from home and want to earn $500 and whatever, right? So we can do that. So we can narrow it down what type of people we want. Second, as we're doing other things, this thing is working nonstop, right? Remember, our business is the law of numbers, right? So the higher the number, the higher the chance. But the power of this that I see is I'm going to use this in Thai. Can I use the one bot for different countries, Brent?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you can literally send it on a
Yeah.
mission.
Yep. So I'm going to send my bot on a 24/7 mission into all these local Southeast Asia market first, and even into India, right? But I wanted to find people, communicate for me, kind of like prospecting for me, and kind of like not waste my time. You know, like when we make calls, we waste half an hour. This one does all that for you. And then we can kind of narrow it down and have a higher probability. That's what we're looking for. This is statistics. Okay. Second thing is we want to get this bot. I want to get the bot to be selling things, Brent, that YouTuber deal. So I maybe
Now,
we'll
that's
do
a
that.
little different. That's a little different animal, right?
Yeah. So we'll do that on the next step.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, those who sign up and paid uh every month $100 to Brent, as you know, all these are credits. Okay. That's how these AI companies are trying to make money. Whatever you're using, you're paying credits. Okay. You wanted to do this, you're putting like a coin for it to move. Okay. Uh, so for now, Brent is going to email those that have paid. He's going to email you the bot. We're going to change it to ConquerBot. You're going to have the ConquerBot in your hand and then play with it. And then Brent's going to come
I
back
didn't
and tell,
catch that you wanted that now.
oh, it's okay, Brent. You can change it whenever. I like
Yeah,
Conquer
it's going to
because,
be a minute.
all right, it's
Yeah.
okay because
I have to change all the channels and all of it. I mean, that's a lot.
okay, then don't. We just use Tiger, Brent. Don't worry about it. We'll have
I should
other
have
things.
asked.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. Tiger is fine. Okay, so we'll get our Tiger bots, and then you can play with it a little bit, and then we're gonna have Brett come back, so that we can understand this, the next step on how we can unleash the power of the Tiger bots for all of you. Okay, it's all a learning process for all of us. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep good notes,
Yep.
and tell your bot, tell whatever you name them. So my Tiger bot is named I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, anyway,
So,
but name it and then tell it, say document everything.
I
Keep
can
so
a
tell you
Brent,
though. Yeah.
when
memory
we get the
file, keep a
email
memory
from
file.
you, Brent, when we get the email from you, so just go click and go play with it, like talk to them, right?
Set it
Meaning,
up. Yeah, set it. The goal is to have them set up to where they're hatched, to where you can start to say, who are you? What's going on? What are you programmed to do? Can I talk to you about that? Can we change this? Can we change that? I want you to be mostly in Thai. I want you to stay away from these places. Here's some contacts that I have. You can go ahead and CVS. You can literally send a list into it. You could download your contact file out of your Apple, out of your Mac, and put it in a dot. If you're smart enough, or I mean, if you're technical, you can do a .cvs, and you can hand it to it, and then it has every contact that you have in your contact file, and you can say go through every single one of them and send them an email or a direct message that tells them about our new scanner or this or that or this promotion or whatever, right? These things are only limited by your ability to think of them as a tool and use them as a power tool. You should ask yourself this question from every minute from this second forward. Can AI do this for me?
Mm,
That should be your mantra.
hmm
Can AI do this for me? And if it can, have it do it.
mm,
It may not
Brent,
do it right the first time, but it will the second,
mm.
Brent,
right?
when are we gonna get this email?
In half an hour.
In half an
Hold
hour,
on.
okay.
Hold on.
Brent,
I'm
can I
not
translate
responsible.
everything in Thai real quick? What you just said?
I can do it in both. Hey,
Okay.
Birdie, make sure that all of our onboarding materials are in both English and in Thai. Also, you'll want to go to my dashboard, actually to my desktop, and you'll want to find a document that is called Nu Skin's Ideal Product Customer. You will also want to find a second document that is called Ideal Prospect for Nu Skin. Those two files should be committed to memory immediately, so that I don't see this rhetoric that is in this deal right here. I do not want to see it again.
Okay, Brent, can I just translate it in Thai real quick, whatever you just said? โอเคทุกคนค่ะเดี๋ยวเราจะได้รับอีเมลนะคะที่เป็นตัว AI ที่คุณเบรนท์จะส่งมาอีกครึ่งชั่วโมงนะคะคุณเบรนท์ว่าก่อนที่เราจะเจอกันคราวต่อไปเนี่ยก็คืออยากให้ทุกคนเนี่ยเข้าไปในอีเมลอันนั้นแล้วก็กดลิงก์อันนั้นแล้วก็เล่นกับตัว AI นี้ก็คือคุยกับเขาอะค่ะคุยกับเขาแล้วก็นิยามของมันเนี่ยที่สำคัญเลยคุณเบรนท์บอกว่าจะพูดอะไรกับเขาเนี่ยก็คือเหมือนว่า AI ตัวเนี้ยทำอะไรไม่สามารถทำอะไรให้ฉันได้แล้วจะทำอะไรให้ฉันได้คือต้องสั่งมันต้องให้เขารู้นะคะเกี่ยวกับตัวเราให้เยอะที่สุดนะคะแล้วก็เล่นกับมันให้เยอะจนกว่าเราจะเจอกันครั้งหน้าเคลียร์ไหมคะใครมีคำถามอะไรไหมคะใครมีคำถามอะไรไหมคะ
Hey, Bertie, I gave you my Gmail password and username a half hour ago. Go back in the chat and find it. Make sure that this onboarding material is all in Thai and in English. I can see a question here that you do not have a definition for an ideal customer. You do. It is on the desktop. There's an ideal customer for both the product and the opportunity. Proceed.
Hey Brent, the bot can go into social accounts like Facebook
Yeah.
and Instagram and
Mhm.
use the signal to find prospects.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, again, we put some guardrails on there. You can put your username and password in and say log on as me. And you may have to nurse it through if they send a code. So if you're on two authentications, certainly if you're using some kind of an authenticator app, you'll have to be involved until the bot gets into the social media platform. They can also get in the public feed and you don't even have to log them on. That's less risky. If you do get caught having a bot on your own personal social, you're likely to get shadow banned or outright shut down. You could lose your Instagram account or your LinkedIn account for breaking the bot rule. So I'm careful
Yeah.
about that. I try to stay in the main feeds until I find somebody, and then I don't mind sending DMs and stuff because then it's more of a lead than anything else. You just don't want to be too brash, go
Yeah.
gently, go gently.
So basically, it can find those accounts that are public. The posts are public. When they post something is public, the bot can go find without having
Absolutely.
us to log into our credentials for our personal social account. Then
Yeah, that's what it did to
yeah.
find those leads that I did just a few minutes
Mhm.
ago. I didn't log it in. It just found a feed. It'll just go to that main feed and look for pain. That's what it's looking for. It's looking for, can't pay my rent, got laid off, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, because it's Instagram or Meta is very smart with AI. Also, the catching bots and very dangerous to use
Yeah,
our
yeah.
own personal account.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want to be stupid. I mean, that's not stupid. You don't want to be careless. So here's the thing is this is so much better. I'm not going to say that what we were doing was bad. I'm not going to say that. We all built businesses doing what we did. The world changed and the things we were doing, I think you would all agree, are not as effective as they were before the pandemic. So people, public meetings are coming back some, but online meetings are much more prevalent. I think everybody would agree with that, right? And so we just have to evolve, we need to move forward as the world moves forward. Does that mean that you shouldn't still use everything that you know to build your business? No, you should still talk to people. You should still meet people in the coffee shop. You should still do meetings. You should still do all that. But now you can fuel that with more prospects, right? You can do it scale. So I failed miserably at this. I forgot one thing. I mentioned it briefly, but you can say like this. You can say, "Hey, Birdie, so spin up an agent, please. Hatch one agent, have it do research on tremendous onboarding experiences, the psychology of onboarding, the psychology of simplicity, and have it bring that research back and share it with you so that as we build these onboard emails, that we know that we've used best practices. So, I mean, I made that up. I was thinking to myself, I wonder who knows. Now, I would have done that differently. I'd have said, give me expert instructions, find the most innovative user experience possible and give me expert instructions on why I should use that in my software. Something like that. Just so that I know that I'm doing as much research as possible. So you can, like I say, you can always ask the bot to tell you the questions that you should be asking for it to be successful. It'll teach you. And trust me, they're darn near as smart as you. Almost. This year, we'll see AI that's smarter than humans. We will. Yeah, scary as it is.
Brent, and okay, before this coming Friday that we're gonna meet again, what do you want us to prepare in order to come and meet you?
What I really, really want is a question and answer series like this, where I can literally use my bot, where the question comes in, if it's in Thai or in English, we can ask the question about what somebody's trying to do, and then I can give my view as to how I would have approached it. Now, I may be right, I may be wrong, but I'll give you some kind of an insight and at least tell you where you can go, to find out. Are you with me? You understand? I'd like a series of questions like that, because what they are is they're use cases. How would you use this? Because every new scale in business is a little different. We have things in common. Some of us are top-down carnivores, right? We don't want to do a demo, I don't really want, but we want to talk about the business. And then there's others who just don't want to talk about the business. They feel like the road to success is straight from the product to the opportunity. And I get that works, right? So we all go about it a little differently. Some of us are more gentle. Nathan was not gentle. Nathan's invite was, if you don't listen to me, you're going to feel stupid next year. That was his invite. It was very direct. It was, listen, I don't have hardly enough time to even talk to you, but I'll give you 10 minutes. He was just ruthless, right? I'm a little more gentle. Who do you know? Who do you know that might be interested in an opportunity? That's a little more gentle, right? That's the way my personality works. We all do that. You can program your bot so it acts like you. So that when it sends a text, when it sends an email, when it sends a DM, it sounds like you because it is you. It's a mirror of you. So we want use cases because it's going to help us all be better. Plus, it'll help our bots learn. Right? That's what we want. For Friday, we want questions. Technical trouble would ruin that meeting. So technical troubles we should reserve for a half hour before that meeting so that we can troubleshoot some of that, because we don't want it to mix together. Right? Cool. Okay. Friday.
Yes.
Time. Same bat channel, same tiger channel, same tiger. I tried to give that cute little cartoon tiger.
Brent,
fangs.
sorry. You mean Thursday evening your time?
Yeah, Thursday 7.
Okay, which is Thailand, 9 a.m.
Thursday, 7 p.m. Okay.
Thailand would be Friday, this Friday, Bangkok time, 9 a.m. This is important, guys.
That's good.
Yeah, sorry, Brent.
Don't let your bot be idle between now and then. If for some reason it goes offline or whatever, let me know and we'll get it back up.
Okay, but anyway, there's when we get the bot, we can just follow the instruction, at least play with it. Okay.
Yeah, they're all in Thai.
Brent, what do you just say? Don't what?
Don't let it be idle.
Meaning don't let it go idle.
Yeah,
keep it running. Keep it running. give it tasks, tell it to
Okay.
go do stuff for you. Whether
All right.
that's research, go find the best places to find prospects. Go find the MLM companies that are struggling. Go find the
Brent.
salespeople that are being laid off. I mean,
Okay.
use your imagination, right?
Brent, I'm gonna play with it. I just have one question. It's a stupid question. It's a dumb question. But once we get it, we just follow the instruction.
Mhm.
And then do we have to download anything or can we do
There'll
like
be a
this?
link. There'll be a link. There'll be a
Okay.
link.
And
Yeah.
then we can
Not
talk.
much because it goes in the cloud. We'll just what
Okay.
we're doing is we're triggering an instance on a server that's in Singapore. You
Okay.
won't ever see any of that. That'll all be, it's like it's a computer in the sky kind of a
All
deal.
right. Can we just start talking to it? That's what
Yep.
you're saying,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Okay.
once you go through the steps, wake it up, hatch it. I don't know
All
exactly
right.
what that is. I haven't looked at the onboarding,
It's okay. But Brent, can I just use my iPad to talk to it? iPad Pro
Yeah,
is okay,
yeah.
right? Okay.
If you have Telegram or Line, anywhere you have Telegram or Line, that's where you're going to be able to talk to it.
I have Line. I don't have Telegram. Is that
Okay,
okay?
you should download Telegram, and you, because it's a channel that you can use. Let me tell you why. Okay, now I
Okay.
know that Line has this too. I had this, so this was buried deep in my desk somewhere, and I can talk to my bot with my watch, my iWatch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've got Telegram on it. So I can go, like Dick Tracy, I can say, "Hey Tiger, hey Birdie, can
Mm.
you do this for me? Can you do that for me while I'm driving down the road or whatever?" If it dawns on me, I can say, "Hey, make a note. Stop what you're doing. Make a reminder to yourself
Mm.
of what we were doing. Don't forget the context of that. But I just saw a sign and I want to go to the store and its telephone number's this. Will you do research about blah, 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 blah? Right. And I can do that with my watch. So, whatever device you can run Telegram or Line on, that's where you can talk to your bot.
Mm. Okay. Um, okay. Got
When
it.
is a limit on tokens and you can
You're going to put your own API key in there. That's the one friction point. So the engine itself, I'm paying for. That's being run by a much more capable agent than this one. And when I say that, I don't really say it very, it's, yeah, I don't exactly know where he's running right now, but he's
do we need
on the
API
dashboard.
for the
But he
AI
runs the
platform?
whole show. This guy right here runs the whole show. So he's the boss. And the only relevance of that is that's where that's who's going to gather all the information and you know make them so they learn. What was the question? I lost my train of thought.
I was asking if do each one of us need to have an API
You'll
from
you'll
the
need you'll need
AI
to have
subscription?
you'll need to have some kind of an API key.
Mhm.
And there's suggestions there. There's going to be links that you can link, and they're not that hard to pull. When you put an
Mhm.
API key in software, there's only one rule, and that rule is don't change a thing. Cut and paste it directly in, and then save it.
Mhm.
That's really the only rule with it. You can give it to your bot and it'll put it in to itself. So the token that you'll get from bot father, you literally just cut and paste it right back into the conversation and it'll put it where it's supposed to go. It's an authorization code. You need to do that. And then you can either use Open Router, which is my favorite because right now I'm using mostly Opus probably, but um, the reason I like Open Router is because there's probably 80 or 90 different models that are there, and there's a lot of free ones. So that's where you could use, ChatGPT 4 Mini, which is free. You could use Gemini 3.0, which is free. Um, you could use DeepSeek, which is free. So it's just a matter of pulling a key and putting it in there and or you can leave it the way that it is. And I believe our backup is an open AI key. I only did that in the first of these. I won't do that in the next ones. So, yeah.
So
You
the
understand?
Tigerbot you were talking to based on which API?
It's I believe on Claude. It could be on an I don't know where it is right now because I'm on Open Router. So it
Oh,
depends on how hard it thinks which key it uses. So if it's low stuff, email and things like that, it doesn't have to think very hard for that. So I'm not going to use the smartest AI in the world for that. That doesn't make sense because you're paying for it. I like Open Router because it'll switch based on the complexity of the task. So um, anyway,
got it.
that's what I do. But yeah,
Brent,
you got to have a brain. It's got to have a brain.
Brent, when you say the word API, that means like ChatGPT,
No, no,
right?
yeah. So API it's a protocol. All it is a gateway to it's just a code that makes them so they can connect together.
Okay.
And that's
Yep.
all it is. It's
Got
it's
it.
like a password, really.
Okay.
It just makes it so that instead of yeah, they're connected.
Yep.
And
Okay.
there's billing. Usually the reason for API keys is billing. That's the reason.
Mm. Okay.
I
Got it.
can't find any other reason, but that's the reason.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So yeah.
The
So if you were, hey,
OpenRouter.ai is
another quick thing, just these are like house cleaning things, but they're just tips. If anybody has old Apple equipment, like if you've got say you've got a PowerBook or a Air that's say not older than 2017, um, you can run your bot on it in isolation rather than run it in the cloud. If you're interested in that, let me know. If you want, data isolation, let me know. I'm doing that. I have an old computer that I'm running all of this on, and it was just an old Mac that was sitting in my closet. You don't need a lot of horsepower because
Okay.
it's drawing all the brain from the LLM, right? It's
Mm.
drawing the brain from
Okay.
Opus, or I mean,
Yep.
from
From the open source, basically.
yeah. So we're leveraging those billions and billions and billions. Actually, I saw a deal that AI spending is going to reach $2 trillion this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Crazy.
Good Lord.
It's
Yeah. Like,
crazy.
but they're doing a lot of great things
Yep.
too. So yeah.
Okay, Brent. So we expect the email, whatever email we gave you, and then we play with it, and then we'll catch up with you on Friday morning, Bangkok time, 9 a.m., and we can start going into the details.
Yep. So here's what Bertie has to say about that last question we asked. Um, I said, "Hey, Bertie, spin up an agent." It says, "Agent hatched, researching tremendous onboarding experiences, Slack, Stripe, Apple, psychology of onboarding, aha moments, cognitive load, trust, psychology of simplicity, Hicks law, progression disclosure. Will report back." Actionable insights to Tigerbot onboarding. Meanwhile, still need your Gmail password to send those 7 emails. So he's ready. That should answer your question how fast you're going to get these emails. You're going to get them as soon as I give him a password.
Okay.
Key insight for Tigerbot, the aha moment is when a prospect replies to their automated message. Every email should drive towards that. Quick wins to apply now. One email, one action only. Show progress. You're 30% set up. People scan, don't read. Keep it short. 6 options beats 24 options. Less choice, more action. Recommended 7 email sequence over 14 days, not just one blast. Want me to read the full report and redesign? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. And be sure to provide that in both English and in Thai. Okay, you'll get these really fast now because it's all ready to send the emails. It's just redesigning the information.
Wow.
Cool, right? I had it do that research. You heard the question I asked, psychology of onboarding. It gave us great insights, right? One email, one action, show progress. You're 30% set up. People scan, they don't read. Keep it short. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get that right there. 6 options beats 24. Recommended seven email sequence. So it's not one that you're going to get. You'll get 7. with insights. Each one will have
Mhm.
refinement.
Mhm.
I have a team now. I have to ask Bertie what I'm doing. Right? It's like having a wife, except for doesn't
Yeah.
spend any money.
No, it does. It takes your tokens, man.
Yeah, it takes tokens. But I mean,
Yeah, you gotta feed it.
I'm gonna sell it something funny here.
Yeah.
Get these
Okay.
done. Get these emails done right away, and you can go to church on Sunday.
Is it a bot church?
Yeah, it's a bot church. They have a bot social network too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
This is funny.
want to build a bot confessional.
Nah.
Okay,
It's funny.
we've gone too far.
All right. Got
See
it,
you
Brett.
Friday. See you
All right.
Friday.
See
Tell
you.
everybody they should have one of these. They should have one just for the fun of it. That's what I think.
I think
Anyway,
well, I think for those that are not they should come in on that day as you're
yeah,
teaching and then they can see it.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
I
can
think we're
start.
getting really close to where, if the onboarding goes really well, and if the next couple of days, if we don't find major problems or have a major crash or something like that, then we're rolling. And in the background, I'm hardening all of that. That's why I put this other agent involved here. You know, I got to figure out a name for him. I just numbered him, but anyway, he's the boss, so maybe that's what I call him, Agent Boss.
Mhm,
Um, so there you go. Okay.
mhm, mhm.
Hey, and when you start getting real prospects, time is really important. So when it's hot, as you know.
Mhm.
But these kind of contacts are even more sensitive to immediate because people don't remember very long. You know that. I mean, that initial spark, you've got to
Yep.
blow on it pretty fast.
Yep.
So, okay.
Got it.
All right.
Got it, Brent.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. And so everybody, uh, I encourage you. So Friday, Bangkok time, please make a note. Friday, this coming Friday, 9 a.m. Bangkok time. We're going to get back on this Zoom. And for those that already have the account and you'll be receiving it, play with it and then command it. And then Friday, we get into the details. For those that don't have the account, come back on Friday so you can see what's going on and then see the power of the AI. It's all learning together. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, Brent. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Cairo, let's go, man. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brent.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Brent.
Brent.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay. Have fun.
All right. Noon, do you have anything else?
Nothing.
All
อ๋
righty.
อพี่จิ๋วกับพี่แหม่มกับใครจะคุยอะไร you guys have anything to talk or ask
Yes
พูดไทย
พูดไทยนะคะ ก็อีเมลที่สมัครส่งไปตอนจ่ายเงินน่ะใช่อีเมลนั้นที่คุณเบรนท์จะส่งมานะคะ
คุณส่งอีเมลอะไรให้เขาจะส่งตามนั้นครับ whatever email you gave Brent that's the email you'll be receiving okay if you don't get it by later today please let us know you can let Ta know okay just text and say I have not received it yet that's all okay and we'll follow up thank you
จบ